Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing League. What a day. Final race of the season. Underway here in Mexico. Looking all dry for the drivers in the evening. Yeah, it's should be a nice one. Should be a good one for the drivers. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Right, so kicking off from last week, we didn't have Spillage racing, but he is back. He and himself, Groenfeld and Jasper all fighting for the title. Let's have a little look at the standings right now. We want to see exactly how close it is, and then we'll just run through the sort of times that the drivers or positions they'll need to sort of take the championship title. Bear with, let's just get all this up. Driver championship, there we go. So currently as it stands, leading the championship going into this race is Spillage in the Red Bull on 215 points, and in second we have Groenfeld in the McLaren on 198, and third Jasper, who is currently a reserve driver but has pretty much taken part in nearly every race in the Mercedes on 183. So currently there is 17 points separating Spillage and Groenfeld. So ideally Groenfeld wants to be winning this race, and Spillage would be coming P5, P6. That would thereabouts, ensure the title goes to Groenfeld. If, however, the drivers are matched on points, then it will basically go down to whoever has had the most race wins. And if we're tied on that, then it will go down to who's had the most fastest laps, and so on. It will just keep going down the pecking order. However, I do believe Groenfeld has had one extra win than Spillage so far. So if Groenfeld was to win here and take the championship, or if they were to be equal on points, I do believe Groenfeld has that advantage to him. So Spillage really P4 or above, and he's got his championship in the bag. Moving on to the constructors, we've currently got Mercedes leading the race with 322 points, Red Bull on 309, and McLaren on 292. So those are the three front runners, and again, those three drivers we previously mentioned, Jasper, Groenfeld and Spillage, they're all represented, they're all the drivers representing each one of those teams. So anything can happen in the championship, anything can happen in the driver championship or the constructors championship. Lots of things really that we can we just don't know what's going to happen. One driver might have an absolutely splendid race, the other, it might just go horribly wrong for Groenfeld, horribly wrong for these three drivers that we're talking about right now. If all three don't win or don't finish, then Spillage will win, because there's no way P4 can win this league, because they're just too far out of the points. Even if the worst were to happen and all three lost it, it's all about decent pace, decent speed, and just consistency, and who can come up with the best strat at the end of the day. So we, not neglected the drivers' times coming through, but we've got Iceman 1997 with a 117 flat, Cortex at the moment in P2 with a 17.3, Cortex 17.4, Spillage 17.5. Jasper nicking it in third place there with his medium compound tires, with a 17.3, not a bad lap. The same power as well, opting for the medium on the 19.7. I highly suspect he will be putting the soft compound on very shortly, because he will want to improve there. Really, we're looking at probably low 116 pole time. That's normally, in these leagues, on the Tuesday league that we participated in, it was roughly around the low 116. Lots of time to be picked up, potentially even into the high 115s. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's a really technical track, lots of tricky corners. There we go, 116 flat from Groenfeld. Means business, straight out there. You know, he's like, I want this title, thank you very much. Well, I think we should be seeing 115s then come through. We do have some, you know, it's a mixed grid completely, you know, we have some very talented drivers out on the track tonight. We've got some drivers who have just begun racing, some drivers who are just looking to improve racecraft or trying new things like changing from automatic into manual. There's so much going on over this grid, and it's just a pleasure to watch, a pleasure to commentate. I'm hoping a pleasure for you guys to sit there and watch. So currently we have, let's jump on board with Super Calgon. He is coming to the end of his fast. Let's see how he takes this this final chicane, going in nice and tight again, just missing the sausage curve. That seems like a good exit there. He's coming a little bit too slow around that corner. He's not on the throttle quick enough. It's not going to get him a pole time, but it's going to get him a respectable 17.6. With the medium compound tyres on, you probably lose about 8/10 with the softs, you know, over a second if you really push. I believe Super Calgon can go much higher with that. So, yeah, a good banker lap. So, oh, and we've just seen Mason crash out there with a 17.3. Let's hope he doesn't do that in a race. We don't want to see safety cars. Unlucky Mason, commiserations. We just caught the end of that. Save it. So it's a boring 10 minutes now for Mason. Okie dokie. Let's jump on board. Who is currently on a fast Super Calgon? Has he gone for another? He has purple sector 1. He is now in sector 2. So we'll stay on board with Super Calgon then for the time being. I know we've just given him a bit of coverage, but let's go again. Take it nice and easy through. He can take more track there, but I suspect he's just trying to nurse it for a little bit. Oh, and he's lost it there, and Super Calgon has gone too. One of those tracks, ladies and gents. Very tricky, very tricky. I'd be lying if I said that it was easy. I did the exact same thing on the Tuesday race, so one of those, I'm afraid. Right, is anybody... It doesn't look like anybody really is. So we've got Pi and Shiz, and they're sort of just... Yeah, so Pi will be the next person. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Mason in the comments saying how he was a couple temps off, and he felt, yeah, it's very... Yeah, and yeah, like Dan's just said there in the chat as well, points are in the race. You don't earn points in the, well, yeah, you don't earn points in the qualifying. Qualifying is just track position, nothing more. You can battle your way through and truly go for it in the race. But don't go for it too much that you're causing safety cars. I don't like this. Okie dokie, so we got Piezatron, or Piezatron, going on his fast lap now. Let's see what he can do. He is on that long straight at the beginning of the track in sector 1. He's coming up to the speed trap now. So we don't get to see the times of the speed trap. Cody's, maybe you can give us something to do with the speed trap for us commentators out here. It gets lonely. We'd like to see what times they get in the speed trap. That'd be nice. Thank you. Looking very clean there in sector 1, coming to the end. He's just entered sector 2. How are we looking now? He's taking it relatively smooth. He's gone and got the fastest sector so far, using all the track limits, and a nice exit as well, using full track limits there. Going into the tricky section of the track now, maintaining that 6th gear, going up into 7th, which is... Yes, I've lost what I was trying to say. There is a wheel on the road. Noted. Rogue wheel. He is purpled sector 2, Piezatron. And what's he going to do here in sector 3? He's looking like he's putting a good lap in. This is potentially a mid 115s, showing his true pace here. He's got the maracas and the tacos out. He's not got any wheel spin. That's a very good exit. We're looking at a 15.8, ladies and gents. Very good lap from Piezatron. And we've got Rose, I believe, who is just come through with a 119.4. Who is out next? Iceman. Where are we? Okay, so we're just coming to the end of sector 2. There's yellow flags, but that's just people leaving the room for these faster drivers who are on their fast laps to go through. So We're on board with Iceman at the moment. He's coming to the lovely, well, we can't really call it a hairpin. Yeah, you can call it a hairpin. A little bit of wheel spin, but it's fine. He sticks the landing. Attaboy, keep going, son. And he's coming round now to the tricky section. How is he going to cope it? Is he going to get nice and tight to those corners and ride them? Or is he just going to give himself a little bit of extra space? Is he gone wide? No, he's not. He's kept it. He's kept the car on the grid. Tricky section over and done with, but he's gone and got a purple sector there. So what is this going to mean for the times now? If he can nail this last sector, he's got a little bit wide on the first chicane, but the second one he's nailed, throwing the car into the final corner, very close to the wall. A little bit of a wiggle there, staying nice and tight, and that puts him in P3 with a 16.2. Good lap, well done. So we've got Ozan Tufan at the moment coming to the end of Sector 1. Let's see what he can do. So I mean, usually there's, you know, a hairpin in each track. I think the closest thing we get into a hairpin really is that weird sort of, oh, he's invalidated, shame. Has he got a drive fastest driver behind him? No, that is Gary I. Commons. He is going on his outlap. We're not going to watch you, but here you go, there's your airtime. We have got St. Power, who's just started, and Matty Bennett behind him. So, where's Azuri? Azuri on his fast, actually. Let's just watch him. He's just entered Sector 2, coming up to the weird hairpin sort of thing. It reminds me of an acute angle you learn back at school. Taking it nice and steady, nice and slow. Could have used more track limits, but I think he's more concerned about keeping it on the track rather than planting it into the wall. And that's a very good mentality to have. You don't get any points from not finishing. And I'd rather people be consistent. He's just kept it on there. Fair play. Track limits to the finest. That was the eyebrow length away from being, not an eyebrow, not a whole eyebrow, sorry, an eyebrow hair follicle from being an invalidation, but he's kept it. Little bit of readjustment there coming around the second final chicane, coming around the final corner again, little bit of a wiggle. He's got the power a little bit down early, but he's gone and got himself a 1.18.5. That's not a bad time for Azuri. I'm sure he can improve. So let's jump on board. Matty Bennett has died. See you, Matty. St. Power coming over the line. Final corner 117 flat. Pushing him up to P8. He'll be wanting to go faster. We'll jump back on with him later. Cortex at the moment. He is coming round his final corner now. Is he going to improve on this time? He was only just under a tenth up. Is he going to go faster? 16.5. Plenty of time. Don't panic. We can go faster, lads. We've got this. It's fine. Gary coming. He's halfway through Sector 3, coming up to the double chicane. Horrible part of the track. Going quite wide. Skipping over that. But now he's coming up to the final corner. He's we're looking at potentially about a 118. Whoa, making me eat my own words. 118. No, he says, shut up, Jonesy. I'm going to 16.9. See you later. Well done, Gaz. Keep it up. More laps to go. Really, now is the ideal time for everyone to box. Pop on your new tyres, your new softs. Show us that one lap pace. Under fuel all the way down to 5% and go for it. Now, it's all or nothing now, everybody. You just want to completely throw everything into it. Those tricky corners in Sector 2, go for it. You've got nothing to lose. Right, who have we got? Anybody on outs? We've got Spillage, the current constructor, the current championship leader on his fast. He is now going around that weird hairpin. He's coming up to the tricky section in Sector 2. Let's see how he comes with it. He's in P12 at the moment. I'm not sure if he's liking this track. I'm not sure if he's hating it. I'm not sure if he wishes he just stayed in bed. But here we go. Let's see what he's got. Gary is invalidated. Big sad. Spillage is just like, see you later. I'm going for a year. Ta-ra, Casper. But yeah, Spillage didn't die. That's always good. Coming up to the double chicane. Taking it a little bit wide, losing maybe a tenth or so in that section, but that's okay. He's looking good. He's looking at 116-ish. Let's see what he can get. He's got himself a 16.6, putting him to P8. Still more work to do. I think it's a little bit too late for him to pit and go again. He's just going to have to see if he's got another lap that he can just absolutely put into it. Right, we're going to jump on board with Pysotron, who has now just started his final qualifying lap. He is currently leading in the final qualifying session of the season with a 15.8. Can he improve? Let's see. We're coming up to the end of Sector 1, so it will give us an indication of how well he's doing. He's just doing better, a thousandth of a second. Yes, okay, that's fine, but the tyres have rubbered in. He should be able to really get grips with the car. There must be areas on that track that he feels that he can improve on. So we're coming up to the tricky section now. You can see he's throwing the car in. I think he's gone down one gear too many there. I don't think he's meant that. He has not taken that corner specific. Well, yeah, he's gone wide there and he's gone off track. I think he's he's up nearly 6 attempts. Really save the tyres, save the fuel, and yeah. Right, who have we got? Jesper. He's just bringing it home slowly because he wants to get another lap in. Trying not to use the fuel, trying not to use the tyres. Shizen, Iceman, Gronfeld on his out lap. Right, we are going to jump on board with Shizen. We're going to jump on board with Shizen because he has purpled sectored 1. No, purpled sector 1. Bad English, Jones. Bad English, but that's okay. All is forgiven because, well, English is my first language, but I am not an English boy. I am Welsh. Please don't bully me. Right, so he's coming up to the tricky he's done the tricky section of the track. He's purpled that, and Beta's retired. He's gone P2. So as it stands, he's starting on those tyres. No, yeah, that's relatively tight to that double chicane. And Tufan retired as well. But we're coming up to the final corner. What is Shizen going to do here? I think he's significantly improved here. This could be a 115. Is he going to get it? 15.6. Shizen says, screw you guys. I'm going faster than you all. Let's check up on Iceman coming around the final corner. He was 2.5 up. He's going to go again. He doesn't like that. Let's keep going, he says. Gronfeld on his out lap. He's coming around now. Let's jump on board with St. Power, who's currently a 10.5 up on his time. Can he make it back in this tricky section? It's all or nothing now. He's just invalidated, and that is a big sad. Pizatron going fastest with a 15.66. There is a thousandth of a second between the two. There is a 115.666, you naughty devil, with Shizen with a 115.676. The devil's stupid stepbrother. What is going on here? A thousandth of a second between the two. Qualifying is finished. If you're not already on a lap, then it's gone. Bloodpool, 3.5 seconds up. He's not doing anything else. Cortex will be bringing it in. Iceman, I think he'll really be wanting to easy guide into low fuel mode. And I think he is 4.5 attempts up. Again, he could get a good position here. He could be going for P3, and we're also going to jump on board with Gronfeld quickly. Just see, he is he's 2 attempts up. Okay. It's going to be really good looking for P3 here. Who's going to go for P3? So, Iceman finishing P3 at the moment, 16 flats. Gronfeld, what is he going to do? He is still 2 attempts. Is Gronfeld going to nick it at the death? Gronfeld going P3 with a 15.7, well, 15.8. You know, the millisecond, the thousandth millisecond. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers binning it in quali. Please, I pray, keep it on track in the race. Please. For me. Much love. Whew. It's going to be one of those. Right, whilst we wait for Pi's car to sit in, it's going to probably come in now. I'm going to quickly go and grab a drink. So, just a quick recap. Pi starting in P1, Shizen P2, rounds off the front grid. Second row is Gronfeld and Iceman. All to play for. Gronfeld really is looking for a win here. I think Spillage was P8, I believe. We see now Spillage P8. Right, so P1, Pizatron, P2, Shizen. That's your front row. Second row, Gronfeld and Iceman. Third row is Bait 1990 and Cortex 1994. And then we've got Jasper P7, Spillage P8, iCommons P9, Ozan Tufan P10. That is your top 10. St. Power P11, Mason in 12th. He had an early spin, unfortunate for him. That rhymes. That is amazing. I am so amazing. And Bloodpool in P13. And yeah, I didn't get to see the final people on the grid, but they are there. They are with us. They are living, and they are going to race their socks off for the penultimate round of Smoking Pirelli's league, racing league. Right, I'm just going to quickly grab a drink. Perfect timing. Right, 2 red. Oh, shoot, almost dropped my drink. And it's lights out at the Mexican Grand Prix. Right, position changes. That's what we want to see straight away. We want to see some biggest losers. We want to see the biggest winners. We've got Cortex going up 2 places at the moment. But Bait going down 2. It's a little bit of a reshuffling at the moment. Shitting going on the outside of Pie. Looks nice and fair at the moment. Ooh, what do we got? There's lots of track positions changes. We've got Mason going up 6 places, Super Calcul going up 6, Rose going up 8. Grandfeld has gone all the way down to P17. What has happened to Grandfeld? It looks like there is a... Has he got a broken wing? I think his wing is okay. I think he's just had a little bit of a spin, argy-bargy. Someone's gone off the track. I believe that's Matty Bennett, who... I don't know if he's taken damage. Someone has taken damage. I did see some debris. But at the moment, as it stands, Shizen is leading the race with Pi half a second behind him. Whereas Spillage is in P14, P13, P12. And Jesper is in P6. Now, how many points does Jesper need? Let's have a look. Jesper needs 20, 30, 32 points to go level. There's 32 points to go level here. Right, so we've got some people pitting. We've got Ozan pitting. And Super Calgon pitting. Shizen putting the fastest lap of the race in. Okie dokie. Let's go with interval. So we've got Bloodpool at the moment. He's on the back of St. Power. Is it anything going to materialise here? I think it will not. No, it does not. He's still on the back of him though. Just looking at the predicted race stop strategy. Yeah, you've got a lot of drivers there who probably want to go on 2-stop. You know, stopping for the softs and then going for the mediums. They might change around a little bit. But yeah, we're going to jump on board the back of Jesper, who is hunting down Mason 98. He's got the ERS on now. What is he going to do coming up to the final corners? There is no DRS on just yet, but it will do in the next 10 seconds. He is sticking right to the back of that car. He's got a relatively good exit. He's just a little bit of a wheel spin there. But let's have a look at Pisotron. He is on the back of Shizen, gaining a little bit of time. Trying to break the slipstream there. Doesn't look like it's going to happen before the corner. Is he going to shunt it down the inside? He's not. He's just going to follow him through this little section. And we just had Groenfeld overtake a Bloodpool. Groenfeld is really chasing down those positions now. We've got Spillage on the back of S. Rose as well. He's already used a lot of his ERS just trying to catch him. And he's going to use the remainder of it to go for it. The gap is closing. That's not ideal. Oh, is he just broken part of his wing? Let's have a look at that wing. Is it still intact? It looks intact. I don't know if that's minor damage, but that is disappointing. Right, so let's jump on board. Oh, hello. What's happened to Cortex? He's gone wide. But everyone's still alive. This is what we like. Jesper, right on the back of Mason. Mason in P5, doing very well there. This is his second race with us, so well done. Spillage on the back of S Rose, can't get round him just yet, but let's jump on board with Pi, who will be attempting a move now, using his ERS. Is flying down, holding off on the DRS for a while. It's not going to see him get there quick enough, but yeah, obviously that's unfortunate timing. It's just spun. Very unfortunate, putting Jesper into P5, Mason into P4. Iceman now coming around the back. Spillage did get round Rose in the end. And you got Gromfeld going now. He's going to go on the inside. Show me a good angle game. Is the room given? Just about. A little bit of a push out wide from S Rose. Gromfeld has to, concede that. He's taking a nice wide line so we can have a very good exit. Is he going to go for a move on the inside now? But let's just jump back up a little bit more, because we got Jesper right on the back of Mason, picking up the DRS. Oh, he's already picked up the DRS, sorry, but there's a DRS train with Cortex there as well. So that throws a spanner in the works. Bait getting a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings, track limits. Jesper having a little bit of a wobble there, but that's fine. He's managed to keep it. He's still doing well, making the most of all the track he can. I think he knows that he can't really get the overtake. Mason using the ERS. What's he on? He's on 0. Jesper isn't to know that. I mean, you can see it flashing, but yeah. Right, Spillage going on the outside of Iceman. Iceman just tucking in behind him, and Gromfeld's gone back down. He had another spin. I don't think this is one of Gromfeld's tracks. If this is the case, if he keeps spinning. So as it stands, if we have a look, we've got Spillage in P7. How many points would that get him? Let's have a look. P7 is 27 points. So if Spillage finishes in P8 and Jesper wins this race, Jesper gets the title. But then Cortex can't come any higher than P4. Not Cortex, sorry. Gromfeld has to. So in order for Jesper to win the championship, Jesper needs to win. Gromfeld needs to come P4 or below, and Spillage needs to come P8 or below in order for Jesper to win the championship. So let's jump on board with Jesper. Managed to get past Mason in the end. He is going for the move. Cortex, there's a little bit of weave in there. I'm not sure if you want to make a case, but he goes on the outside, gets the move done, looking for a switchback, but it doesn't seem to materialize. So now Jesper has a 5-second gap to close on Pi, who at the moment is looking to really push Shizen. He's close there. Yeah, nothing really materializing from this DRS detection zone. Very technical track to drive. We're just going to stay on board. I can see that Super Calgon and Rose are having a little bit of a battle. There might have been a track invalidation limits there, but let's see if Pi can do anything on this straight. I think he'll try it. No, silly to do it. Yeah, a bit late. Very wide from Shizen. There you go. There you go. This is it. If he just gone up a little bit faster in the gears, maybe. Maybe. Right, so, like I said earlier, we've got Super Calgon and Rose. At the moment, they're battling each other. Anything happening, anything materializing from this? Doesn't look like it. But we're on the DRS. You'll get close to him, probably 4 tenths, 3 tenths. But I don't think it'll be anywhere near enough to make him worried. Mason going wide. Jesper getting out of that vital DRS, so now it's these two battling for P4. Again, a little bit late. Cortex as well, weaving a little bit. I know it's slight, but just be careful. Mason getting them, looks like he's got the move done. Mason up into P4. All looks nice and clean so far, but let's jump on board with Cortex, who does have the DRS. Is he going to make a move on the inside? I think it's a little bit too risky to do that. Yeah, he's just going to concede it. Right, on the back of Pisatron again. Still a lot more not corner cutting, but utilising of the full track limits that can be done here. He's almost out of a second. Yeah, so he's got the DRS to pull him back into a range of a second. He's using a little bit of ERS to help him as well, utilising full track there. But it looks like Shizen might have the faster lap pace in the in sector 2, but then on the technical corners it looks like Pi is picking up the speed there, although he's had a little bit of a issue picking up the traction and also getting the going through the gears. Again, not enough. See that, you can commit more to these corners. You can commit more to those corners, you can. I know it sometimes unsettles the car, but if you need to commit in times like this. Maybe he's just biding his time, but don't commit like that, because now Shizen has unsettled this car. Pisatron just readjusting. It looks like he's being really safe and sensible with the car. I think he's on his last warning before he picks up a time penalty. A little bit late on the short shift there. Again, going down to gear 4. And he's going... Oh, losing a little bit of grip there. He's out of the DRS. Just managed to get it, actually. I don't know how. I thought he just missed it, but he needs to get back in that second. Well, Shizen could just run away with this. Jesper at the moment as well. It looks like the softs are actually depleting here. Right, and Pi is going to pit, I believe, for mediums. Pi does not take the mediums, but Jesper does. Interesting. So now Pi will be looking to chase. It looks like these guys are going for a 2-stop. Gronfeld has just come up now into P5. Oh, what have we just seen there? We've just seen Iceman go into the cars. It looks like he's got damage as well. And Mason's gone. Bye-bye. Where is he gone? Is he just wrecked it? Yeah, he's wrecked it in the... Oh. Safety car. Boo-wee. And we can just see him on the... Coming up to you now. On the right. On your right... Oh, it's gone. But he was there. He died. Hard luck. Last race of the season. Everyone wants to finish, but There's always one. Very unfortunate, Mason. Thank you for taking part in the remaining races for the rest of the season. We will see you in next season. We're looking forward to it. Jesper going into P2. Cortex P3, Pi P4. Right, let's jump on board with Shizm. As it stands right now, I think Jesper is the driver champion. As it stands, I believe. So I think it's 44 points. Right, hold on. Let's have a look. If it stays the way it is, I doubt it will, but... Alright, let's pull that up. So, Jesper, if he gets 44 points, that'll put him on 227. Will it? Yeah, oh no, it's not enough. He needs to get 50 points, so he needs 233. So 22. So, and then yeah. So if Spillage finishes P9 and Jesper wins, and Groenfeld is P4 or below, Jesper wins the championship. Whew. Right, first safety car of the evening, lap 13, all the cars within a second of each other again. Let's see what we're going to get. Let's see how Shizen is already backing the grid up. We're going into the double chicane. So we're going to have all the cars going nice and slow through here. Is he going to go now? Is he going to go after? Is he going to wait? He's gone. He's a little bit of a wiggle. This isn't helping him. But so has Pi. Has anybody had a good start? Yes, Super Calgon. Very good start. Spillage going into P8 as well, beating Uzuri to the first corner. Groenfeld sticking with P6 for now. Any battles on track? We've got Groenfeld who's just overtaken St. Power. It looks, ooh, a little bit of a cutback there from Pi, getting the job done. Saint on the back of Groenfeld as well. And we've got Bloodpool and Rose FIFA. They're battling each other as well. Bloodpool now in P16. We've got any more battles that we really need to be covering. We've got Super Calgon all over the back of I Commons. Remember, everybody's tyres are going to be a little bit, you know, they're not rubbered in. Gary missing part of the track. That must be, he must be on his last one by now, because I do believe we have seen this already from him once before. Shizen already taking a second on Jesper. Jesper just going a little bit wide off track there. Using his ERS to try and get back into range, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, hello. Azuri going on the inside of Bate. Bate? Bate? Bate. We'll just say Bate. And Commons now on the back of him. Bate, it looks like he's lost connection. Not ideal. And Jesper losing the position to Pi. Oh, they're battling each other. This is not all. There's good battling between the two. The space has been left, but this is helping Shizen just run away. Pi just slotting in behind. DRS has not been enabled yet either. Brilliant line there from Pi. How is he taking these? He's literally got that section perfect. Is he going to make a move for it? No, he's not. But now they're over 2 seconds. So Gary has just taken Azuri and Iceman. Azuri and Iceman are now battling each other. Azuri losing the position, getting a little bit of a bump from S. Rose on his way through because he went a little bit wide. But he's got Bate behind him. And we've just seen Iceman go off the grid. Safety car. So I think we will see the likes of Matty Bennett, Super Calgon and Bloodpool. And Cortex with a 5-second penalty for against Groenfeld. Unsure what happened there. Shizen won't be best pleased. That's nearly a 3-second lead, just gone like that. It only took him 2 laps to do that, because the other two were battling. Now, as it stands, Spillage is still your champion. And also, if it stays like this, Mercedes win the constructors. So there we go, Grunfeld is going in. I think he's going to put one final mediums on and just let them take him to the end. Yeah. Because he's anticipating everybody else has to pit. This is a risk on his part, but it could be play of the evening. We will see. Right, so here we are. We've got Shizard starting us from the safety car again. Is he going to go in the same place? And we went a little bit later, but did he catch Jasper unawares? He did not. Jasper was equal to it. He's gaining. Is Jasper going to go for a move? No. Well, it looks like everybody's getting through fine. Any battles we should be seeing? We've got these two, S. Rose and Commons, battling it out. A little bit of a tap between the two. Commons going wide. Commons losing a couple of places. Grunfeld going completely up. I think he just went on the inside of the mall. Like Bennett going up. Bloodpool going up. And with Zuri, it's just the Zuri left. It is Bloodpool going wide there. And there we go. Because obviously Baton did leave the lobby, we will be disqualifying that car. So if he does finish above anyone this evening, he will be disqualified and the points will not count. Spillage, sorry, St. Power on the outside. Looks like he may have been a little bit forced by Ozan. Unsure. I couldn't really tell from that angle. But we've got Pi on the back of Jesper at the moment, going on the inside, looking for a switchback now. Wants to go on the inside again, just about leaving enough track limits between the two. Doesn't get as good traction as Jesper, but again, Shizen licking his lips. Like these two battling again, I'll take it all day long. So, for the moment, really, it's all about can Groeneveld, because with Spillage in P5, he is the winner of the championship. Groeneveld all over the back of St. Power, going on the outside, getting that move done relatively easy. He will pick up DRS for that as well. Zuri picking up a 3-second time penalty. Ooh, who picked up the DRS there? Let's watch these two go around the corner. Lots of room being given. St. Power picking up a 3-second time penalty. He will not be happy about that. He might feel aggrieved and might want to report something here. Oh, drivers following each other going off track. How Gary has not managed to pick up a time penalty is beyond me. We've seen him go over the track limits a few times now. Oh, a little bit of a traction problem there, but he's managed to keep it. Cortex getting another 3-second time penalty. Now, Groeneveld on the back of Ozan. Groeneveld, yeah, he's got the DRS on him here. He should make this easily enough, yeah. So now Groeneveld is going to be wanting to catch Spillage. St. Power has just been overtaken by Super Calgon, and Commons overtook Rose. Right, let's jump on the back of Pi. Still trying to get past Jesper. Jesper desperately trying to make that time back up on Shizen. Biggest winner, really? Yeah, I think we mentioned earlier that Groeneveld did pit under safety car, knowing full well that he can. Oh, Pi again. He's not going down up the gears quick enough. But yeah, we did mention earlier, Groeneveld might have just got this right, because Spillage will need to pit again. Oh well, I mean, he doesn't have to, but he'll be slipping and sliding all over the place. Groeneveld, really, he's only doing 17-18 laps on the medium compound tyre. Jesper just trying to break the slipstream there. Oh, he can't come across it. If he comes across one more time, then that is... It looks like Pi will go on the inside here. Oh, it looks like there might have just been contact between the two there. I don't know. But Pi has got it this time. He has got the DRS, albeit Jesper did have a really good exit. But Pi going on the inside. We can't see the... Yeah. So Pi's now got the outside. line. He has managed to take the position from Jesper to make it stick. Gronfeld has overtaken Spillage. So Gronfeld now will be hunting down these two drivers ahead of him. He's already got Spillage out of his DRS range. However, yep, that was the DRS detection zone, and he was not within a second. So all Spillage can do is hope and pray that Gronfeld does not catch these people up. Right, Cortex, iCommons, Matty Bennett and Bloodpool all pitting. Bloodpool going on the softs. Interesting choice. Will he want to pit again? I don't know. Ezra is picking up another time penalty. Let's have a look at the penalties. Oh my lord. We've got Pi on 3 seconds. Ozan 6. Saint 3. Rose on 15 seconds. That can't be very good for him. Azuri 3. Bait 3. But Bait is disqualified, so we're just going to null and void that. And Cortex on 6 seconds. Matty Bennett 3. Bloodpool on 6. And really surprisingly, Gary iCommons, no penalties. We have seen him go off a few times. And in all of that, we have seen Jesper overtake Pi on the long straight. Jesper going off track there. It doesn't look like he's picked up another penalty. Matty Bennett, though, has picked up a penalty. Looking at the stops now, only 1 stop from Jesper and Shizen, 2 from Pi. Wow. 2.5 seconds. And there's been a crash. Ozan has gone. Is it a safety car? It is a safety car. Hello. Let's jump on board with Shizen again, who'll be fuming. He has a decision to make. Softs or mediums? Softs is my call. Put those softs on. Gronfeld says, no thank you. I intend to do the rest of this race on the mediums. It's going to be tight. Oh, it's going to be tight. Oh, God. So as it stands, Gronfeld is your championship winner. He has to now have an immaculate drive. An immaculate drive. Ho. Ho, ho, ho. And I can see Shizen being on him right from the get-go. This is going to be really interesting. So it looks like we're going to get 9 laps of racing. The mediums can hold. Granted, the first 4 or 5 laps, the soft runners will have the advantage. But then it'll be even. So when we get to around about lap 30, lap 31, 32, that region, Gronfeld's mediums will be that of par of the softs. So if Gronfeld can just hold on for 4 laps, 4 or 5 laps, then I see no reason why he can't do it. Spillage as well, brand new mediums, interesting choice. Me personally, I definitely would have gone for softs here. I would have gone for the track position. No, sorry. I mean, in Gronfeld's position, yeah, track position, yeah, that's important. But if I was, Shizen or Jesper or Pi, yeah, definitely the softs, right decision. Azuri as well, he's just gone for track position. Spillage has he pitted? Yeah, he pit as well, going for the mediums, which I'm unsure if is the right call. Super Calgon though, right decision going softs. I mean, there is no right or wrong, but this is only preference on my end. Just waiting up for Bloodpool to catch up to the rest. If he has not caught up by the end of Sector 2, the car, it might go out again, which benefits Grunfeld. No, sorry, which benefits the soft runners. And it might just stay out. Yeah, it might just stay out. We might get a very late call. I doubt it. Safety car in this lap, there you go. Bloodpool will catch up. Unsure if he is aware that he can overtake the... No, he's just sat behind it. He can overtake it. Oh yeah, he is aware. There you go. Right. Oh. Right, so we are away. Unsure of the start Grunfeld got. We didn't get to see that. But Shizen is... Yeah, he's literally on the back of him. Grunfeld going defensive, it won't be enough. Those tyres. Right, let's watch them all go through. Oh, and Grunfeld's just gone off the track. Oh, not good, not good, not good. And there's Gary's time penalty. Shame. Super Calgon going ahead of Azuri. Spillage going ahead of Azuri. Azuri almost going for a spin. A little bit of touching as we go through here. St. Power touching S. Rose. Cortex going to the back of the grid. He was off the track. Did he provide enough room for his teammate Bloodpool? Unsure. We didn't really get to see that. But now Pi, P2, Jasper, P3. Another time penalty for S. Rose. And there has been a problem with St. Power. And Matty Bennett is now out of the race. And St. Power has lost his wing. Another safety car. Will Grunfeld pit? He has pit. He is going for the softs. It's all or nothing now. He has to put the softs on. Azuri as well. I would like to see Azuri come in. No, he's staying out. Cortex 5-second penalty, ignoring flags. Oh, Lord. Spillage in the pits as well. How many safety cars was that? 4 or 5? So Grunfeld has a lot to make up here. As it stands, oh, is Jasper the champion as it stands? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Obviously, this is subject to the any incidents, but Jasper in P3 is 40 points. That will put him. Let's have a look. I'll put him on 123. No, Jasper is not the champion as it stands. Spillage is the champion. Jasper needs a win. I don't think. Hold on. If he got to second, which will give him 120, 227. Ooh, safety car in. St. Power, 5-second penalty, severe collision. Ooh, might not have been a severe collision, might have just been a tap, but we will see. Well, let's jump back on board with Shizen, because Shizen is going. Did Pi stay with him, is the question. Looks like Pi is catching up ever so slightly. Paul and S. Rose pitting. S. Rose going on the hards? No, he's coming off the hard. No, he's going on the hards. Off. I think it was a mistake. He put them on by mistake. And Bloodpool. Yeah. Right. Oh, right. Gromfeld on the back of Azuri. Bloodpool just want to get around him as quickly as he possibly can. Just tucking him behind for the time being. Oh, it looks like he might go on this inside. Azuri is just led him through. Super Calgon with a time penalty, and I believe St. Power picked one up too. Right, Gromfeld. And now it's 4 seconds to make on Super Calgon. So, we're coming around to the final corner. Let's jump on board with Pizotron, see if he can do anything here. She isn't going a little bit wide. Pi getting the better exit, but she isn't picking up the fastest lap of the race so far. Right, St. Power and I Commons having a little bit of a tough. St. Power also on the back of Azuri. Is he going to try anything here? Azuri going defensive. Now he's taking the line back. St. Power has not gone on the inside. He was thinking about it, but he didn't do it in the end. Gromfeld's already made a second up on Super Calgon. Those fresher tyres there would have kicked in now. He's really gunning for him. He's already pulled a massive gap in between him and Spillage as well. Be interesting to see if how much ground he can actually make before the DRS comes on, because when DRS comes on, that's when people start pulling away. Super Calgon is trying to get within DRS range, but he's just not made it. It's just not there for him. DRS is now enabled. We've got 4 laps left of the Mexican Grand Prix. The final race of the season. Gromfeld picking up the fastest lap of the race by 2 thousandths. Pi, is he going to make a move on Shizen here? He will not. Biding his time. I think he's waiting for that DRS. He has actually cut that corner to perfection, although he didn't have the best exit there, meaning probably won't manage to get anything done here. And Jasper as well is just lurking outside of that second. But he should be able to catch up soon enough, purely because these two are battling out and Pi can't go as fast as he wants to. Gromfeld 2.5 seconds behind Super Calgon at the moment. Super Calgon desperately trying to get involved in the action at the top. It's doing relatively well for Ferrari, this pairing. I think they've been a good pairing. Shizen having a little bit of a wobble. Pi, he also had a little bit of traction issues, didn't manage to capitalise on it. The softs aren't doing them many favours at the moment. That could have been the opening for Pi. What could have been? Shizen hitting the sausage curb as well. Let's watch them go through these tight corners. Who is going to get the better exit here? Bait going above iCommons. And it looks like Pi did not get the better exit, but he does have the DRS on his side. There is nothing Shizen can do. He is a sitting duck. And Pi is just going to breeze around the outside, but there is a fight back here, and Pi does leave the space, but it just looks like he doesn't. Oh, hang on a minute, iCommons DNFing. That shouldn't be a safety car. I think it's just going to be an incident, nothing further. And I think he's just out of the laps. I think one more lap, and Pizotron picking up a 3-second time penalty. That gives him 6 seconds. That would push him down currently to about P6. Oh, not ideal for him. And Grunfeld now, he's managed to sort of get in on the action. Can he do anything here? His tyres are 3 laps younger than the cars ahead of him. He needs to make them work. Right, so we're going to jump on the back of Shizen shortly. And now Super Calgon, has he managed to get in the DRS? He's not. He's just a little bit out. Just a little bit. Grunfeld as well, he's not managed to get in, but he has, looks like he's had a good exit. Right, so on the back of Shizen, he didn't have the best of exits, but Jesper on the back of him as well. Is Jesper going to look to do anything? Shizen is going on the outside. Let's jump on board with Pi. Pi manages to keep the position. The 3 are following each other through these bends. And Shizen has the DRS. Let's see what's going to happen here. Pi taking the defensive. Nothing's going to materialise. But then you've got Jesper behind him as well, biding his time, waiting patiently. And Grunfeld is now in DRS range of Super Calgon. Grunfeld needs to get a race win here. And he needs Spillage to stay where he is, really. And then he's the champion. Easier said than done, though. So if we go on board with Shizen, Shizen is now going to try and capitalise here if Pi makes a mistake. But both of them seem to be going relatively wide. It doesn't look like anything will materialise here. Jesper as well. I mean, it looked like he did relatively well through those corners, but nothing again will materialise. Pi goes slightly wide. Yeah. All these drivers trying to get as close as they possibly can. So now there is one big fat DRS train. Jumping on the back of Grunfeld now. Can he do anything here? They're all in a big DRS train. He's going to need to try and force something here. But Shizen going on the outside of Pisotron again. The space is given. He's got the traction, but he can't nip it round the corner. Is he going to try a switchback? I think Shizen is right on the back of Pi now. He's got the DRS. He's going on the outside. Let's see what happens here. Jesper's looking to try and sneak one in, but doesn't manage to do so. That opens the door for Super Calgon, who he momentarily gets P3. Grunfeld trying to get the outside line so he can get a great exit. He is now gone on the outside of Super Calgon, and he's actually managed to get around him. He's committed himself to the corner and he makes the position stick. So now Grunfeld has to pick off Jesper. That is next in line. Can he do it? Is the question. Super Calgon all over the back of Grunfeld. Is he going to make a late move going into this corner? No is the answer. Right, so let's go back to Pi and Shizen. We're coming up to the final lap. And Grunfeld desperately needs to at least get P2 here within, I believe, a shout to win. Now Grunfeld all over the back of Jesper. Jesper has slightly got the faster car, and he's pushing Grunfeld over to the side. What is going to happen here? Is he going to make a dive on the inside? He is. That's not ideal. And in all that drama, we miss Shizen overtake Pi. And they are both out of reach from the race win now. So it is now just a case, can Grunfeld snatch a P3, or P2 in this case, because Pi... What's going to happen? This is the battle we need to watch. It's all or nothing now. It's all or nothing now. Is he going to make a move? He's gone for it. He's gone for it. He's cut the corner and he's given himself a 3-second time penalty, which gives Jesper... Oh, he's going to be kicking himself. But coming over the line to finish first place in the Ferrari is Shizen, followed by Pi. But he has his penalty, his points, time points, and that puts Jesper into P2, Grunfeld into P4, Super Calgon P2, Spillage P6. As it stands, Spillage is the Smoking Pirelli's Racing League Drivers' Championship as it stands. So there we have it. In first place is Shizen in the Ferrari, starting from P2, manages to take the win tonight. And in P2 is Jesper, P3, Pisotron. That is your podium. Shizen, Jesper, Pi. In P4, only 2 attempts away from getting his podium, was Gronfeld. P5, Super Calgon. P6, Spillage. P7, St. Power. P8, Uzuri. P9, Bait, but we are going to take away that position. He will be disqualified as he left the race without saying anything. Bloodpool then will move up to P9. S-Rose will be P10, and so on and so forth. Cortex as well as a finisher will move up to P11. And then we've got the guys who DNF'd as well. Unfortunately, no points for them, but we've got iCommons in P13, Matty Bennett P14, Ozan Tufan P15, P16 was Iceman, and in 17th place was Mason 98. Well, that pretty much wraps up our... Sorry, I was just reading a chat. And that rounds up our Season 1 Smoking Pirelli's Racing League. I can't say that, you know, I've had a lot of fun commentating, watching these races. Yeah, there's been ups and downs, a little bit of drama here and there, but it's been brilliant fun. It's been great to see these guys grow on the track as well and battle it out. Pardon me. As it stands, Spillage is the driver's champion, but we will see. There is always, you know, incidents and everything that sometimes come through. We'll see what happens. As it stands, though, it looks like your driver's champion will be Spillage, and there's 7 points separating Jesper and 7 points separating the two. Gronfeld will finish as it stands in P2, and Jesper will retain the P3. So that's how the drivers' championship looks at the moment. Obviously, we can't say with absolute certainty. It will be announced via social media and obviously in all of our Discord servers and everything, but it will be announced nevertheless. Provisionally, congratulations to Spillage 1984 in the Red Bull. It looks like he is your drivers' championship, so a massive well done. He's been absolutely consistent all season round. You know, only the 7 weeks that we've had the season running. It was a short season because it was set up relatively late. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone for coming along this journey with us. We are going to be back for a season 2 in approximately 2 weeks. It will be a completely different season setup, so there'll be drivers will be in different teams. They will be selected via random generators. There will be 8 tracks which will be drawn from a generator, and the winner of this division, which will most likely be Spillage, will pick a track, and the winner of our Tuesday League, which was Skills Dan, will also pick a track, and then that will make our 10 tracks for the season. And it looks like it's going to be a good one. Next season I won't be commentating every race, unfortunately. I do have a social life, and I have missed it for the past 7 weeks, unfortunately. But we will have a new commentator next season. I believe that will be Drunk Pirate, or aka Jack. So you'll be in safe hands with him. If for whatever reason he can't make a race, you will either have myself commentating, or you will have Nat Packers, one of the admins for the Tuesday League, has kindly offered to step in and help as a reserve commentator as well. So there'll always be commentary for this league. We're not just going to leave it go in the dust. You know, we want to give the best experience for all the guys here. Also, if there are any viewers who are watching this and they're thinking, hey, I want to get in the action, whether it be a full-time driver, a reserve, or you just want to be a community member in the Smoking Pirelli's Racing, send me a message, Discord, YouTube, or comments. I'm more than happy to, if it's a seat you're looking for, give you a trial, see how you race, your racecraft, what it is you're looking for. Are you looking for a competitive league? Are you looking for something, nice and chill to do on your Thursday evening? Do you want to improve your racecraft? That sort of thing. We can have a chat about it. But yeah, it's been a great fun. Thank you for everybody for coming along, watching, supporting us. We really appreciate that, and the community itself has grown, and it is just brilliant to be a part of, really. So once again, a massive thank you, and I hope you have a lovely evening wherever you are. Peace.